From supposedly rejecting a multi-million-dollar deal to star in its spin-off movie, to wanting to show off her acting skills by getting some serious roles, Millie Bobby Brown reveals why she refuses to do a Stranger Things spin-off movie. It's because the British actress wants to branch out into other roles. She has been playing Eleven in the hit Netflix show since 2016, and when the filming began, she was just 11 years old. It's hard to believe she's grown up now. As the show wraps up its 5th and final season this summer, the Enola Holmes star will reprise her role as the telekinetic Eleven one last time. But that doesn't mean they haven't tried to keep her around. According to The Sun, Brown has reportedly turned down a $12 million paycheck, which was offered to her to star in a Stranger Things spinoff. The nature of the spinoff is unclear at the moment, with potential plot lines remaining undisclosed right now. The only thing we know is that they wanted Millie and didn't want to recast, which I think is pretty fair. It just wouldn't be the same. A source told The Sun that there were many directions it'd go and nothing was off the table. They think it'd translate to a stage show for Broadway in the West End, just like it happened with Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Another spin-off series following some of the series' main characters was also in the pipeline. But whatever ends up happening, the one clear thing is that Millie wants nothing to do with it. The 19-year-old is looking forward to moving on to other prospects. In an interview with 17 magazine in March, she revealed that she's a huge fan of the beloved HBO series The White Lotus and would be thrilled if she got the opportunity to star in its upcoming season. The Emmy Awards nominee also credited her family and support system for being able to navigate the perils of her becoming world famous at such a young age. The Stranger Things star was just 9 when she debuted in ABC's Once Upon a Time in Wonderland, a spin-off of the iconic series Once Upon a Time. She also had guest starring roles in shows such as Modern Family, Grey's Anatomy, and NCIS before she was cast as Eleven on Stranger Things. After 7 years and 4 seasons, Millie revealed she's ready to move on from the show that made her into a star and explore new opportunities. Her upcoming projects seem just as exciting as Stranger Things, if not more, at such a young age. While we're figuring out what to watch on Netflix, Millie Bobby Brown is on Netflix. While she's grateful for the show, she's looking forward to creating stories for herself that are important to her and focus on the bigger picture, like getting married. Yes, it looks like Millie is taking some time to focus on her personal life since she is now engaged to Jake Bon Jovi, the singer, the son of legendary musician John Bon Jovi. This announcement came as something of a surprise to many since the pair aren't even 20. Oh well, as long as they're happy. Millie is also taking some time to broaden her educational horizons, studying health and human services at Purdue University, although she did say she is completing her course online, presumably so she can continue to work on her movies. It seems like it's a nice change of pace for her, however. Millie said that since her job was so emotional, it was nice just to be able to detach from that for a while. In an interview with Allure magazine, the Godzilla vs. Kong actor shared that she's learning about the system and how to help young people, which she feels she must do since she had the privilege of going to college. So it'll be interesting to see how she manages to balance her time, seeing as she has some major films on the way, like the Netflix fantasy action movie Damsel and the Russo brothers sci-fi actioner The Electric State, to be specific, the former of which also acts as executive producer. Man, she must be busy. But she has been in the producer game for a while. She launched her own production company, PCMA, at the age of 13 years. But she didn't stop there, as the beloved actress has made a name for herself outside the world of show business. Millie also launched a beauty brand and partnered with Essentia Water, in which she will be starring in an upcoming installment of the brand's Stop for Nothing campaign series. This brings us to a question. Why would the actress turn down $12 million for a potential 11 spin-off film? Turns out, it was probably just a rumor, as Stranger Things writers shot down speculations that Brown turned down the offer. The official Stranger Things writers' room took to Twitter to reject the report, which claimed that the Once Upon a Time alum turned down a multi-million-dollar deal. The rumor that had gotten a lot of traction was that Millie would feature in a new movie all about her character Eleven, and it was reported by the British tabloid The Sun, which is not exactly famous for its credibility. So it wasn't a shock when the Stranger Things writers themselves shared the article and claimed that nothing in it was true. They didn't know why they had to keep debunking this rumor, which was made to garner everyone's attention. What exactly was supposed to be in the spin-off movie, and why was it considered in the first place? The thing is, the Duffer Brothers brothers wanted to create spin-offs to keep the supernatural Stranger Things universe going. Since the flagship series was heading into its 5th and final season, creators Matt and Ross Duffer have considered the idea of creating one or multiple spin-offs to keep the franchise alive. During an interview on the Happy, Sad, Confused podcast last year, the Duffer brothers disclosed that their spin-off ideas did not revolve around pre-existing characters. They had read rumors that there was going to be an 11 spin-off, a Steve and Dustin spin-off, and that was not at all interesting because they'd spent many hours exploring all of that. There will be one pre-existing Stranger Things character who will be getting a prequel of sorts, but this won't take place on Netflix. It was reported by Variety earlier this month that Netflix was mounting a Stranger Things stage play titled Stranger Things: The First Shadow that will hit the West End in London later this year. The play is set in the 1950s and includes a younger version of David Harbour's Hopper. Kate Treefry, one of the show's writers and co-executive producer, wrote the play from an original story the Duffer brothers assisted in developing. The production of the play will be helmed by Stephen Daldry, who is a Tony-winning director. While the rumor about Millie rejecting the deal wasn't true, there was no denying the fact that Brown was ready to leave the show. Let's see what her comments were about bidding farewell. The actress felt bittersweet about saying goodbye to Stranger Things. The 11 actor is ready to wrap up the show. She feels most of the story of the sci-fi show has been told, and it's been in their lives for a very long time. Millie has been honest in interviews about how bittersweet it will be to film the final season. She told Good Morning America that it was going to be hard, of course. The show was like her high school. She grew up on it. The cast members were like her school friends, and it was going to be hard leaving them, but she was positive she would stay in touch with them. This part of her career was so precious that she'll always remember her experience with the iconic show. Not everything that glitters is gold, though. The actress has often complained about the demanding role and has been vocal about the final season taking a heavy toll on her. That being said, the British actress might have to wait a bit longer till Stranger Things officially ends, since there's a chance that the show may not arrive until 2025. I'm so proud of Millie for planning such a promising future for herself, but as a fan, it hurts to see her go. Other admirers like me also feel the same way. Fans were sad to see their beloved actress go. All good things eventually come to an end. For the majority of the last decade, we've seen the cast of Stranger Things grow right in front of our eyes. They've grown from preteens into these amazing people, so it shouldn't be surprising that at some point they'd want to move on to bigger and better things. I think now I understand her emotions, and as her fan and viewer, and although it has been a fantastic ride, but they had to understand that it was time for it to end. But who knows, maybe Millie will want to return to the series in the future. But for the time being, that's a wrap on Millie Bobby Brown revealing why she refuses to do a Stranger Things spin-off movie.